Good day, everyone. Hi, my name is May. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm here in the United States of America, and I just want to share wonderful experiences about the Buah Merah Mix Juice from the Philippines. So let me tell you first my first encounter of this product, okay? And this is just my first video under the channel of Buah Merah USA. So back in April 2017, that was last year, I work as a registered nurse case manager in a palliative program. Our goal is to prevent the patient going to the hospital or going back to the hospital. Okay, that's the goal. So patients with chronic condition that cannot be cured, we manage their symptoms at home, and also patients that were being discharged from hospice program, they go back to palliative program because we have to monitor them because there's a tendency for them to go back. So anyway, I have this I have this patient. It says they're pancreatic cancer. Okay, pancreatic cancer. I didn't know that time when a patient gets better or got better, like starting to eat, starting to walk, hospice discharged them. So this patient got better, fell back to to our program. So I went to visit the patient in his house, and I met the wife and himself. And I was expecting a patient that's laying in bed, sick, like completely dying. So when I met him, I was shocked. He still looked like a little bit sick, but he's walking, he's talking, he's walking, he's eating. So to cut the story short, the wife showed me, since he started taking this, he showed me this bottle, he got better. So I got like, what? I couldn't even pronounce the word Buah Merah. I couldn't. And I didn't even pay attention. And I was like, I don't think so. I became very skeptical, and I was like, there's something in my mind, this patient probably revoked himself from hospice or whatever, and they kept on talking good things about Buah Merah. So that was April 2017. I took a picture of this. That was Tuesday. Thursday we have a meeting. I presented it in our team. This patient came back from palliative from hospice because of taking this. All of us ignored it. Okay, that was April. So April, May, June, July, I started my own process of in vitro fertilization. Even though I'm a nurse, I have no experience in OB-gynecology and pediatrics. In other words, I just have basic knowledge about that section in nursing. Um, we did the IVF. I lost the baby October. It was really a good lesson for us. At least I know my problem. So anyway, that I lost the baby October. November, one of my friends here in Las Vegas, she's also Filipina. She lives in Baguio. She used to live in Baguio City. She works in a dialysis. She and her husband has one 13-year-old beautiful girl. Okay, and she told me that they're trying their best to get pregnant for the past 12 years. And, they have a baby now, second baby. So November was her birthday. I went there, and she told me, come here before I leave. When I start taking this, I became pregnant after 2 months. And she showed me again this one. It's like, that again? So she gave me actually one bottle. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead. So I went home and I put it in the pantry and forget about it. That was November. So during the time I was pregnant, I'm having consistent colds. Like I couldn't sleep because clogs on my nose. Couldn't sleep, and I was really desperate this time. Like, what will I do? It was 4 o'clock in the morning. What will I do? What will I do? Until, for some reason, I don't know, it's probably the angel or Holy Spirit turned my head into the pantry and opened the pantry, and I look at the Buah Merah juice that my friend gave me. So I tried it. I Google how to take it, and there's a lot of informations, especially in YouTube, and I landed in a YouTube of Almar Tacoloy Rosal in Tacloban, and he's very nice guy. So I sent him a message, and we talk, and then before the end of the day, I literally sign up for to become a dealer. So because I want to get discount, that's my goal, is to get discount for myself. I have no intention of selling it. So I start taking this, and that night, for the first time after 3 months, I fell asleep that night. I just took 3 cups in the morning, three in the lunch, and 3 at night. I fell asleep. So, and I'm also a Zumba instructor. Here's the thing: I am asthmatic. I didn't know more benefits about it. I teach Zumba. Now I teach only once a week, and every time I have to teach Zumba, I have to have my inhaler. So this one is called Brio. It is a maintenance in asthma, and if you can see C19, it's supposed to be 30, but I purchased this January and today is March. So anyway, every time I teach Zumba morning, I said, let me try to take 1 bottle on Saturday before I teach Zumba, because I saw in YouTube a patient that has stage 4 lung cancer. She didn't declare that this is the reason why she's cancer free, but it helped a lot. So I said, okay, let me try. So I took it, and guess what? My energy is like an energizer. I didn't even have a shortness of breath. So for 4 consecutive Saturdays, I'm taking 1 bottle of Buah Merah Mix Juice every Saturday prior to my Zumba class. So I'm very impressed. Now, today is March 6th. I am scheduled on March 28th for egg retrieval, which is part of the process for in vitro fertilization. And I decided to take 1 bottle a day until the egg retrieval day. My goal is to produce more quality eggs. So I look in YouTube if there are testimonials about good quality eggs in vitro fertilization. So just follow me on YouTube, and I will share a great experience. Now, one of my colleagues, she works as a nurse floor in the hospital. Her name is Crystal Gale. Okay. She has blockage in her fallopian tube. So we met in January. So I gave her 2, because I gave her 2 for free. I said, try it. And she started doing her due diligence. She researched about Buah Merah Mix. So she sent a picture of her mom in Pampanga. And she immediately, in the middle of the night, texted me, hey, my mom has breast tumor, breast cyst, and she's supposed to have surgery in the Philippines. She didn't tell me, but it didn't push through because she started taking Buah Merah and her tumor was gone. So you know what happened? She ordered more bottles. So she asked for 10 bottles that day. The next day she came in. So January, February, she started having period, not as we are expecting. But I told her, do not stop. So don't stop. Yesterday, I went to the hospital. I can't mention the name. Went to the hospital. To the hospital. I can't mention the name. Went to the hospital. I saw her, and she said, Ate, it is the first time I have to wear diaper. Imagine, she has fallopian tube. Her period is not heavy. It's really like few drops only for many years. So now she has to wear diapers. And I can't wait because she wants to undergo another IVF like me. I can't wait to get pregnant naturally because IVF is very expensive, and the only reason we're doing it is because my husband had vasectomy done, so it's impossible for me to get pregnant naturally. So follow us in YouTube. And another success story that I have in just a couple of months with Buah Merah is my teacher in high school, chemistry teacher, she lives in California. She has arthritis, which I didn't know, but I know she has diabetes. So her daughter came here in Las Vegas to, as a tourist. So we talked. She purchased 10 bottles of Buah Merah, and she said, "This is for me." That's what she said, because I want to detox. So unknowingly, her mom that couldn't even walk start taking Buah Merah. So she said, "What happened to my bottle Buah Merah?" And it's like, that's mine, and it's coming empty. It's getting empty. That's what she told me. And then she was so shocked that her mom opened the door, came out from the outside, and said, "Where have you been?" And she said, "Oh, I came out for a long walk, 2 blocks." And she was like, "How did it happen?" "Well, I start taking your juice this morning, and my knees is starting to feel like light and not locking." So I didn't know she has arthritis. So that's the first success story for this one. Second, her A1C level, the one that determines that you're diabetic, she said it's way up high. It's in 20s. And then she sent me a message and took a picture of the lab result. It's still high, but 12.9 compared to 20s. So it dropped. So I told her, keep on taking the Buah Merah, and we'll see you in the next month. So those are a couple of wonderful things that I've heard about Buah Merah. And I'm doing this YouTube or video naturally. And if you have any questions, you can send me a message down in the box, and we can talk. Okay? Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
Ito po siya dati. Oo.
Makatayo.
Yan, tapos ito, yan talaga binubuhat na siya.
Hindi ka talaga makatayo.
Niyan.
Tapos,
Ilan
no?
silang nag-aalala.
Tapos anong nararamdaman mo? Panahon na naandun ka dati. Anong nararamdaman mo dati?
Ano po, pagka sinusubukan ko po tumayo, pero mga lang po, mga 2 hakbang o kaya mga 5 minutes, na po ako, naglalantang gulay na po.
Oo.
Tapos umiinit na po yung mata ko, yung parang magsi-seizure na naman.
Oo.
Kasi pag nagsi-seizure po kasi ako, umiinit po yung kong mata. Tapos,
Pero ngayon, itong ininom mo na itong Essensa Buah Merah, ang laki na ng pagbabago.
po, laki po talaga.
So, nakakalakad ka na. Ano pa mga nagagawa mo?
Pasyal-pasyal na nga rin po kasama yung mga kapatid ko pag nauwi po kami ng Cavite. Nakakasimba po. Nakapunta po ng...
Masayaw, kumakanta na.
Masayaw, kumakanta.
Oh, grabe!
Amazing!
Yung amazing po.
Grabe talaga po. Sobrang kayo naitulong sa amin ng Buah Merah.
Opo.
Kaya ngayon po talaga, nag-decide kami na gawin na namin itong tuloy-tuloy.
Opo.
Kasi sabi namin, natulungan po kami, ilayunin na din po namin na tumulong din po sa marami pa. Lalo na po na pabalik-balik pa kami ng ospital. Kinakausap namin yung mga naging kasamahan niya doon kasi nagtataka din po sila. Bakit hindi na nakakabalik na kukonfine samantalang sila nakukonfine pa na pabalik-balik. So yun po, sinishare lang po namin kung ano po yung iniinom niya. Yung iba po, sila na yung nagme-message sa akin na try din namin.
Ayan, ito na yun, no?
Yun po, yun.
Ito yung ininom mo.
Opo.
Yung ininom niya, Buah Merah, na andyan, di ba?
Yung Buah Merah.
Okay. Ilan taon ka na?
Dala-dala niya.
17.
17 years old.
Wala na po.
Ayan.
Dati siya may buwa mera po sa ano, sa ano, yan.
Si anong full name mo? Si
Warren B. Galang.
Warren Galang. Siya ay stage 4, no?
Opo.
Tama.
stage four.
Brain tumor.
Yes, tinatanggihan na po ng mga doktor.
Opo.
Internal brain tumor.
Ano lang
Yung
po sa
pa po
kanya
talaga.
po.
Ano pong ginawa?
Ayan po.
BP siya po.
Binuksan din po yung bungo niya nun, nilagyan po ng tubo.
Ito yung tubo.
Okay.
Kinonect po sa tiyan niya.
Kinonek sa tiyan
Kasi
niya.
nagpo-produce na ng tubig yung ulo niya. Which
Okay.
ano na eh, sisikip na yung sa ugat niya, yun yung magiging parang memory loss niya na,
Oo.
tapos pwede makomatos na po siya. Tapos kinonect sa tiyan niya, kaya iniihi niya na lang po
Oo.
yung tubig.
Para
Kaya pa
mag-circulate.
naiihi po siya ng ihi. Yun
Oo.
po yung effect sa kanya.
Brain tumor din pala.
Oh, si Ma'am din, brain tumor din, ano? So,
Ito po siya nung
Ano pong
na-operahan.
stage
ito po,
Siya
dati.
Yan yung binuksan yung ulo niya.
Oo nga, no?
Emergency na siya noon.
Oo nga.
Ito po sir yung mga kinausap ko yung mga taga-PDH na wag silang manghinayang bumili ng buwan mera kasi
Wow.
ba inoperahan?
dahil sa si Dr. Rusto. Ay,
Sa QMMC po siya na ano.
Oh, grabe, no?
sabi ko po sa kanila, wag po kayong manghinayang bumili ng buwan mera kasi po sa mas panginayangan niyo po pagka may nangyari na pong masama sa anak
Oh,
niyo.
basta ang ginagawa mo lang, 1 bottle a day ka.
Opo, tinuloy-tuloy po namin.
Hmm.
Alam po, Dok, ayoko po
Opo.
maniwala dun sa product ng Buah Merah kasi
Oo.
ang dami na naming gastos.
Opo.
Tapos may nangulit po sa akin na itry.
Oo.
Ito po, kinulit na
Sino
po
ba
talaga.
nangulit? Grabe!
Tapos hanggang sa sir, hindi niya ako tinubuan nun, sir eh. Hindi niya ako
Hindi na tinubuan.
Binigay niya po ng retail
Ang
price.
galing.
Tapos sabi niya, gusto ko makatulong sa kapatid mo, ganyan. Kasi grabe na po yung gastos namin nun. Tapos unang order ko sa kanya, 7 bottle. Yun na po yung nagpalakas ko.
Oh, bilang mo, from nag-start sa 7 bottle, 1 bottle a day,
7
nakatayo na,
bottles, 15
tas 15 bottles,
Tuloy-tuloy na po.
tas tuloy-tuloy na, dati hindi nakakalakad,
Nakakalaka na.
nakakalakad na, sumasayaw na.
Meron din po sir sa ano sir, sa Goshi.
Oo, sa Goshi.
Wala sa Goshi sir. Bitak-bitak na po yung balat ko po dito sa may paa.
Oo, sa pa. Pero ngayon okay na, ha? So, ang ginawa mo, bukod sa Buah Merah, nag-Goshi ka din.
Medyo tumaba na rin po.
Wow!
Gym na tayo.
Salamat.
Barber na.
Okay po, salamat. Salamat po na marami. Opo, thank you po. Thank you. Thank you po, ma'am. Opo. Ma'am, thank you po. Ma'am, thank you po. Thank you sa inyong lahat. Ayan.
Hello everyone! Sa mga nagtatanong po kung para saan ang Buah Merah Mix Juice, ginawa ko po itong video na to para malaman nyo kung paano ito inumin, kung para saan ito, at kung saan ito nanggaling. So panoorin nyo po itong video na ginawa ko hanggang sa dulo para marami po kayong matutunan dito at masagot ko po yung inyong mga katanungan. So huwag nyo po kalimutan i-subscribe yung channel na ito at i-follow para po sa susunod na mga video na gagawin ko, updated po kayo.
Hi, good afternoon and welcome to Buah Merah Essensa Naturale ng Makati, Metro Manila. So, as of this time, ang purpose ko for me to speak here is to introduce to you ang Buah Merah Mix Juice. So, ang Buah Merah Mix Juice, this is in powder form. It has 30 grams ang content niya. But if you dilute it or i-mix with water, at least 300 ml of water, then i-mix siya. So, usually, I put cold water here. Ang purpose neto, why I took this from 2018 actually, ng October. So, I started taking this because ang main reason ko, I had my goiter. So, as you can see, I can wear now a V-line polo shirt para anyone can see that I am feeling okay, hindi na siya gano'n ka-exposed, and I don't have to have my operation. Kasi during that time, ng way back I think that was 2018, when I was looking for some kind of alternative or organic treatment instead of having my operation. So, I had my several laboratory tests from, one is from the hospital ng Makati. I also had my check-up sa Legazpi Village, dun sa may San Lorenzo Satellite Clinic. So, the doctor there, she was from Makati Medical Center. So, she gave me how do you call this? Yung binigyan niya ako ng referral slip para magkaroon ng laboratory test. So, I went to a private laboratory sa may, I think that is in Makati Square. So, that time it was, ano nga pala yung name nun sa Makati Square? Kay Dr. Alviar. So, I had my test there. So, binopsy rin, and then so they took some sample of my blood. Then the result was, I was really sad kasi it showed that I have lump dito sa aking goiter. So then I had to make another chance na nag-isip ako. Kasi I was really pressured and really stressed. At that time, nagkakaramdam ako ng depression. So, feeling ko na bakit ako yung nagkaroon ng ganitong sickness. Tapos, nararamdaman ko parang need ko magsalita kasi sa work ko, bakit kailangan akong operahan. Takot ako, ayoko talagang maoperahan. I'm so afraid with the needle. With the needle at saka yung being cut. Then that time, naisip ko, I need to have the second opinion. So I went to another private laboratory using the same referral slip ng doctor. So I went to I think it was RCG sa may Bangkal, Makati. So I had my laboratory test. So the same result came out. Then, meron akong goiter or thyroid. So, it's growing. But then, so I decided, since I have a yellow card, kasi resident ako ng Makati, I decided to take the step na to go to hospital na Makati, since I can avail yung medical assistance, pati the medication. So, when I had my first check-up there, the same procedure. So I was taken, they took my blood samples, urine, and then also the same case. So na-biopsy ako. aside from the biopsy, I had my ultrasound. And then, during that time, pati na rin, sinabay na rin nun sa ultrasound ko, hanggang dito yung check. So, the doctor, pre-nest niya everything, and then she was very worried. So, she took some pictures, kasi at that time, I felt meron akong fever. Feverish ako nung time na nun, and parang down na talaga ako. So, she took a picture inside my throat. So, to check kung I have some kind of like virus or like some bacteria sa throat, sa inside ng throat ko. Then, after that, the results came 1 to 2 weeks, and the same outcome, I have thyroid. So, but the difference was, mas malaki siya compared to before. Then, I was given about, I could remember, scheduling sa hospital ng Makati needed yung prioritization siya. So, mas maraming mga priority doon or on the list na schedule na for operation. Unfortunately, that time, yung hospital ng Makati, it was scheduled for renovation, yung emergency room nila. So, while it was scheduled, I decided to look for some remedies. So, I tried many kinds of alternative medicines na. So, from Intra, from the Uno product ng mga medicines nila, or I mean the tablet or capsules or the vitamins. So, I even tried yung maraming klaseng mga organic products. But, I was so disappointed kasi walang result. And then, so, immediately, I was looking for positive results. So, which is like too impossible, diba? To get something na ganong ka-positive na matatanggal kagad yung yung goiter ko. But then there was a time when my mom told me about Buah Merah. So I misheard it. I even said or thought na it was bungangera. And then so I said to my mom, ano ba yan? And then she said, maraming mga gumaling and maraming nakapag-recover based sa kanilang mga experience. They don't need to have an operation. So, at that time, my mom was staying sa Bagong Silang that was in Caloocan. So, some member from there, hinikayat siya to attend some training. But, siguro, she just bought several bottles for herself kasi she was feeling some kind of pain sa kanyang back and sa kanyang leg. So, she's really not young anymore, pero senior na siya, pero she's still strong. Then there was a time na she brought this bottle sa bahay. So, I saw it at the refrigerator. So, I decided to read the label. It says, so shake very well. Kasi mix na siya ng mom ko with water from this end hanggang dito. And then, it was put in the refrigerator. So, it was cold. So, I read the ingredients carefully. So, nabasa ko, meron siyang Buah Merah. So, what's Buah Merah? I don't know about it yet during that time. And then, meron ditong nakalagay na, it says here, merong Mangosteen, meron ditong Wheatgrass, may Moringa, meron Guyabano, and Barley. So, I said, all are superfood, which mean mga healthy and organic food sila that mostly it can help improve somehow dun sa mga needs ng mga tao, especially for the immune system. So I decided, so upon reading this one, I didn't see any kind of chemical formulation dun sa ingredients part niya. So next step what I did was I read the direction. So it says here that I could take this bottle cap, 1 bottle cup or 2 bottle cups depending on your need. So, I decided I just took 2, 2 takip. Ng liquid form. So, right after that, it has to be followed by a cold water, 1 glass cold water. So, that time, when I took it, it was after dinner na. I was about to go to sleep. So, I took it in a different time kasi usually it says here before meal. So, that time, I took it after meal, before bedtime. And then the following day, I went to the toilet and the result was like, I was a bit shocked kasi usually what the doctor told me, I need to check my urine. So, coming from that, yung urine ko, I saw it was a bit reddish, orange color. So, I said like, oh, natakot ako kasi, what's happening? Baka may kinain ba akong something that has caused me na mag-colorish yung ano ko, yung urine ko. So, I immediately went downstairs, drank cold water, and then hinanap ko yung pumasok sa isip ko, this one, yung Buah Merah. I think the effect of that one, I was thinking, was it the side effect or the good effect? I think the good effect on that one, kasi nalabas niya yung radical toxins ng body ko. So, naiihi ko. And then, that was the good effect. The side effect was, I didn't feel anything kasi I had a very good sleep. I usually have a very difficult time sleeping kasi my problem is like, because of depression, madalas akong nakadilat sa gabi, I cry, or I even had this fear na I might die or have some kind of like, what's happening kasi the goiter was really, for me, parang, I've seen a friend or friends na they had a cat, the other one even had a terrible experience, even losing her voice. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I think this one had a very good effect on me kasi the first thing, it cleansed my urine. So, I looked for my mom, I told her, where did you buy it? So, I decided na I asked my friend kasi she was telling me na you can only buy it somewhere sa Caloocan, but I said to her, we will research, but hindi ko naisip nung time na no na it can be found or we can just search it on the internet. During that time, Essensa Naturale was not that famous o hindi pa siya gaano kakilala, pero nagiging word of mouth siya karamihan sa mga old people na meron silang nararamdaman or yung mga patients na they are not that kilala kasi usually ginagamit mga medication, so hindi siya na siguro yung how do you say, advertisement nito before, it was not that popular, hindi siya gano'n, nakikilala siya kasi word of mouth lang. So in my experience, I decided to buy several, actually it was a box of Buah Merah Mix Juice. So we have to get the meron siyang, we are calling this one, meron yung tinatawag na membership. So we got several membership. I didn't know na we can get some discount. So right after that, we read the information, where can we find it. Then we decided to be a member so we could avail a lot of things. So, the best part, within 1 month ko siyang ininom, tinarget ko talaga siya, kinarit ko siyang inumin kasi I searched from the internet how people was helped by this one. So, they took this at least 3 times a day, 1 bottle each. So, isang bottle sa umaga, before meal, and then after meal, before lunch again, and then what I do before I go to bed kasi I want to sleep well. I didn't take this before sleeping or before lunch, I mean before dinner. So I took this before meal ng breakfast, before meal ng lunch, and then before bedtime, meaning after dinner, kasi I want to have a good sleep. I want to feel na I am less stressed the following morning. So, it helped me. Within 1 month and 20 days, my result was I got negative from my biopsy. So I had my biopsy and my test. So the doctor again took pictures inside my throat to see kung nag-red siya again and kung meron pa siyang mga may makikita pa siya. So she said to me from the pictures rin and the result, then the blood test ko rin, it showed negative. So she said pink na yung throat ko, and then I look much better, and she was really surprised with the results. She even asked me like, what were you taking? So I told her, hindi mo naman ako binigyan ng medication, kasi she was too afraid, kasi yung growth ng thyroid ko, it was too fast, kasi it was multi-thyroid, it means both. So lumalaki kasi siyang, unlike now, so it's not that growing anymore. So if ever I feel like some palpitations or anything, I didn't have the opportunity na hindi na ako talaga inoperahan. And thanks to God and for having this Buah Merah Mix Juice. So coming from Miss Beth Beldad. So please contact her to know more details about Buah Merah Mix Juice. I knew that you will be helped by having this juice drink, kasi this is very, very powerful. And it's not that expensive for a bottle of 295 pesos. So since I'm a member, I can get this one for 205 pesos na lang. So it's very, very cheap. Thank you very much po.
So I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa video na to at marami kayong natutunan.